Alright guys, here's a video of your open division match, I think. Alright, let's get this started.
Pretty rainbows.
Pretty.
I can't get into the chat. What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah.
Someone's gonna move him, yeah.
I play the most. Then McCreek Nick for second hero I played.
Ryan Zaya, Brig Reaper, Wrecking Ball Winston, Moira May, Hanzo Road, Anna Mercy, Junkrat Diva.
We're running out?
Support. Unless they're fucking.
Why isn't it starting though? Oh.
What? He left. What the fuck?
Because they're missing a player.
It's a slow start, huh?
Good guy.
Nope.
It's
Just fast forwarding.
kinda lost again. Things that them happened to us yesterday.
One of them left.
I think this video indicated in the title that you guys won, so don't expect the coaching to be very helpful, because usually the losing videos are better.
There we go.
We should probably ask them if they're ready before we start.
Well, it's too late now.
What
Is this the actual game or is this just?
It's the actual game. It's no longer waiting.
This is the
What combo?
village. No, I don't know, am I going Junkrat or Hanzo or I don't know.
Give me a second. I'm gonna find the thingy. What are we gonna do? Combo 1, 2, or 3?
I reckon we should grab the Genji, whichever one has that.
Combo one. Alright, you go
I'll go
Genji and
Genji.
I'll go Reaper.
Alright. Sounds good.
It's a good comp. Maybe Reggie would play Zen here.
Should I break?
Up to you.
You got the spray?
It says for main heals and off heals, it should be Mercy, Moira, Ana for main, or and off should be Zenyatta, Lucio.
What do you mean says? What says?
The fucking chat.
Look in the
Can we just
Overwatch
quickly
chat.
pick that? Quickly pick. Alright, there we go.
So you guys decided to go with Ana,
Coach told us.
I think.
Yes.
I think you just stayed with Ana. So the problem with Ana and Moira, you guys don't have a defensive ult. So let's just
dead.
hope that you guys don't need one.
Fuck, I nearly killed that Tracer with one clip.
Shit.
Alright, I got no bubble for you.
So not hearing any target calling.
We backing out.
For this initial push, the tanks should be using should be calling the targets, and then later, after you guys win the fight, then that target calling would fall on the healers.
Don't know.
So right now, you guys are down. You guys are down a few players. You guys should have reset here.
I got Tracer on me.
Fuck.
I've got the fucking Tracer.
This is
camping me.
definitely a reset. You guys are staggering here.
Go McCree.
Whoops.
Oh,
Whoa, fuck. I'm backing up. It's got me. I've almost got ult.
This is a hard reset. You guys are down.
Okay.
I just wait at the spawn for your rest of the team instead of poking, because then you're just giving ult charges at this point. That would be you, Zarya. You would have to fall back.
Use ults. Oh, I'm fucking dead here, boys.
So here you're feeding really hard right now.
Jesus.
You didn't die, but you did feed to their ult charges.
they're above us. We shouldn't be going up this far.
You guys are split.
I'm protecting you, but
You're staggering. So
We need to get through.
sometimes it's kind of hard for people to see like their tunnel vision for your team. Your Ana or your Moira needs to call for a hard reset. Just pay attention to the kill feed that's running up here.
I thought we were going in.
Fucking.
Go Junkrat.
Let's go.
Sorry.
I didn't think he was chasing his ult.
You guys need to learn how to reset.
Fuck.
You guys have time.
Just go,
Yeah, you guys have plenty of time for like at least 3 or 4 pushes before
Oh,
you guys gave up. Like, what does that say?
can
Oh yeah, you guys
here.
gave up so much time just because you didn't reset.
Game's about to end. Lol.
I'm not even gonna get to the point.
That was pretty sad.
Oh fuck me.
I should have changed instantly. I shouldn't have stayed.
Yeah, that's fair.
We need to be dealing with that Tracer. He's the Masters player and he's just picking us off.
So he's calling for Tracer as the carry.
Maybe we should run Brig.
And he's right, if
Yeah.
that's their carry, then everybody needs to focus, but you guys didn't really have time to focus since you guys weren't resetting, you guys are just trickling. So hopefully you guys do better than this round here. Let's see your comp.
wait, you better,
Again, you don't have the defensive
Yeah,
ult.
I'm fucking
You guys have a lot of upfront healing though, so you guys should be doing fine. Meg can heal herself. Brigitte would just help. With Moira, you guys got, like, everybody here is basically covered except for Diva. Diva would just have to fly back.
fantastic mate player.
Alright, just switch off, I'll go agree.
Can we sticky the things in Discord that we need to refer to all the time?
Zarya's even better.
Yeah,
Here.
I'd say it's more of a rough guide.
Can we get Daver instead of
Hog?
Zarya?
Hog would be good.
It's just not working against them.
Hog for this map, you can help
We didn't actually
Orisa
land a
pull.
combo, which didn't help.
So instead of Brigitte, unless they're running like a shield tank, I'd go Lucio just to help with the boops. You just want to distract
Take
them.
control on point. Take
They've
control
got
on
fucking
point.
triple DPS, fuck.
Taken out,
To
taken out,
help
taken out.
They got triple DPS.
Brigitte, either stick with your team,
Nice.
and if you're getting attacked,
Tracer,
make sure you
nice.
call for peels so your team can actually fall back. They were just watching you in the back, not knowing if you needed the peels, and you weren't really moving. So your healers need a call for peels, and if you die, call out that you died and who you are, and like just say your Brigitte died, so that they know that they're down a player.
Good shot.
Keep an eye out for every corner.
Orisa, if you're gonna pull, make sure you say you're gonna use your pull, so it looks like Diva didn't know and just looked away. You guys probably could have gotten a kill right there.
The Genji's low though.
Call for your targets, Diva.
Take
I'm
road,
out of mech. I'm
smash
out of
up.
mech. I'm out of mech.
Brigade is low. Quick
Tracer
to-
behind us. Tracer behind. Tracer behind.
Trace is down.
Moira, it looks like
Okay, now they're
so
Lucio.
you want to reserve your
What happened
actual
with that?
healing spray.
What happened with what?
Pause this for a second.
What was she-
You want to reserve your healing spray for burst healing. So you want to heal quick pulses of heals, because it heals over time. You don't need to press down unless in dire situation. Looks like you guys are winning the fight. You also want to not use. Wow, that is fat. You want to not use your heals unless just I would say don't use your heal spray. Throw your orbs. Those are gonna be that's gonna provide the most healing, especially in there. It bounces off those walls so fast, it'll just heal your entire team. Throw those out first, and then use your burst heal spray.
What's she doing there?
She's probably trying to go for a sneaky res.
Yeah.
As soon as that Tracer goes down, they're fucked.
Now the reason why their team is losing is because they were playing like you guys were playing and just trickling. None of them, as you see, like one of them just poked out, and one of them is just standing there charging her ults. They're just spread out and they're
Oh,
like
nice,
staggered.
great fucking
Hogs down. Hogs down. Nice, nice, nice.
This would be a good time to throw your
Pressuring
Diva
Tracer
bomb.
to go away.
Hold on. We're
the
pushing up
Junkrat,
so far. We're
please.
pushing up so far
It's
there.
fine. You guys
No,
don't
no,
need it
we're
though.
off, so there was only the Junkrat.
Yeah, that was good.
DVD mech. DVD mech.
I'm still pressuring
Still
Tracer.
not really
Messi
any
dead, Messi
target calling. You guys are just calling
Tracer
after
tag.
you guys have already shot him down like half point.
Jesus.
Sorry, boys. Nice.
Can't
nice.
heal
Heal me, heal me. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, make sure when you say heal me, you actually mention who you are, because
Nice. Good job.
that just saves the healer's time. to not have to
We
find
lost
you.
the first round and we just won that round.
I think I gotta play the game of that double environmental kill.
I'm gonna go,
I think I have a pretty good idea of how you guys play, so I'm gonna start assigning some assignments for you guys this week, so you guys can kind of work on and
If you go,
practice.
yeah, that's fine. You go Pharaoh.
that's fine.
Who's taking down
You
the
get
trace?
Mercy. That's fine.
Who's taking down
You
the
get
trace?
Mercy, somebody. I wasn't taking her out, I was just pressuring her so that she wasn't really doing
When you guys are
anything.
running Pharah,
I was
I would suggest Moira go Mercy.
Can we get a Mercy? Someone?
Yeah,
Please?
somebody's
We'll have to switch
already.
to Brig for it.
Yeah. Do we really
No,
want
no,
to
no, no,
use
no.
it?
Switch Hawkeye, switch Hawkeye, switch Hawkeye.
We got a Brig solo healing our team then.
Well,
No, we got Mercy Brig.
we got a Mercy Brig.
Yeah, but
Should just barely be enough.
The Brig's there because the Trace is really fucking strong.
Yeah, don't underestimate Mercy. She's still, even though her nerf, she's still really good.
And the trace is still behind.
Yeah.
Diva, I wouldn't even bother with the tanks. You guys gotta go for the squishies first.
I'm DMAC.
Because you guys just left the tanks. It takes so long for them to get out that their DPS and their healers are just staying alive and keeping everyone else alive.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You just call for that baby diva next time so that your team can all just jump on him. You don't.
Nice back.
They're gonna
Yeah,
recruit
you guys are. Your tanks are still going for the bigger tanks. I know they're bigger targets physically, but they really are built to sustain. So you want to get those like people like McCree or their Mercy first.
Trace is
Diva, Diva, Diva.
Alright, here you should be calling McCree's on the right. He's really low.
Thanks,
Help
guys.
your next time your Mercy is rezzing, just body block, even if you can't kill him.
Hold on, I got
Nice, nice, nice.
Can I get some heals?
Incoming.
Yeah.
Again, mention who you are if you want heals.
Just way over the top, Mercy.
I think Trace is going for the flank.
Nah, she backed off. I fucked her off.
Okay.
Watch out, Hook.
Oh, he's on side.
Help your May out, man. Go up there. Body block for her.
Trace no recall.
That fucking hog is one!
Yeah, you guys can't call out ones until you guys have to call out targets.
Oh,
At that point, it's too late.
I got pushed into that.
This
As soon as
is
I get my
you
mech
guys
back,
are
I've got ult.
you guys are down a lot of people. I would just reset. You guys have so much time.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, next time just save your ult and then run back to your team. There's no need for you to waste your time here. Now you guys are down another player. You're about to get demacked. It's not worth it. Just go back and wait for the whole 6v6. Otherwise, you guys just doing like 2v6. It's crazy.
Heal dead. I'm coming back.
McCree's dead.
Well, wages split up.
Diva, we can take her.
You're not
Diva's
pressing
baby.
tab enough either. Right now you're demacked. I would just call for Mercy to damage boost you so you can get your mech faster.
That's point, 100%.
I'm on my way back.
Good job.
Sweet. Nearly have another rally.
I'm waiting on another mech, so just fucking...
Yeah.
Can't take
So
too much shit
you've
damage.
called it out. Just tell Mercy to help you out so you guys get it faster. Because like your percentage down here is so slow.
Behind us, hog behind.
Freezing, 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 freezing.
Hog's dead,
Keep him out. Done.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Take rat. Nice. I got picked off.
Oh my god.
Is res possible? No, res is dead. Never mind.
I'll get rid of the
Waste
McCree.
that.
bear on back.
80's flashbang, he's got no flashbang.
I haven't got.
Still
Nice.
okay. Yeah, you guys definitely need to do
Group back up,
call
group back
out
up.
targets.
I'll have ulti on point.
Shit. Hog on the left. Good job. He's stunned.
I got ult.
Frozen.
Wow.
Good
Okay.
ult. Good ult.
Just dodge it.
Nice, good fucking job, boys.
Round.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
We actually took our first map.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the point. We just.
The fact that we.
I really felt like we were.
The person got popped every.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That means Bastion. Actually, it doesn't necessarily
I
mean.
think the Arista helped a lot. That whole when the Tracer tries to flank.
Do we want a Zarya or a Hug or a
We run
Gator?
double DPS.
Wait, we're not in the game yet, are we? I don't think we are.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Okay, hold on, sorry. There we go.
That's-
Are we? I don't know.
They can
If
go
we
either
are-
really, really well or really, really wrong.
I kind of want to go May and Han.
We don't. I'll run Moira.
Do we want to run Heart? Can you run Oblivious?
I can. I just thought it'd probably be easier to do Arista when they're trying to do Tracer because the Hulk kind of helps with that a lot.
True.
So I can do Ryan.
But Ruggy could go Brigida if he wants.
That's a good
Yeah,
comp
I
here.
reckon the Brigade was working well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Bree is a really good deterrent.
I would say most situations
we
you're
can
running
also
Zarya,
get
you should
upskills.
run Ryan.
Wait,
If you're running Orisa, you should run Hog.
We just went over that.
Yeah, but we said we wanted to
Arista or the
Tracer.
Ryan.
It's just Ryan goes well with Zariel.
Oh fuck it, let's just go run. Fuck it.
Okay.
If Tracer was a
I mean, like, you
problem,
can get almost a full fucking charge.
then
with one.
Hog and Orisa probably would work a little bit better.
We only had
You're no longer considered a friend.
sort of May for range.
And then, yeah, Brigitte is fine for
No, we
troubling
shouldn't.
Tracer.
I'm behind them.
We should hold at the charge.
What do you mean sort of made for range damage?
We've-
Hunter's got mad range damage.
We've got like a mad
Said
brawl
Hanzo
team though.
was Sort of May.
Like our team is crazy up close brawling.
Hmm.
Like the Brigade of Ryan, Zarya, May.
Yeah, that's really good. This is a really good comp.
May, jump down here with us, bro. Where's our Hanzo?
Play the choke though, guys. This choke is right here.
They're
You
up,
got
they're
no
up
heals
top, they're up
there,
top.
'cause that's the problem.
They got Farah.
I switched to Widow then.
Shit.
They got the Winston as well.
Targeting support.
Good well, good well.
Most of
Yeah, Farah's low, Farah's low.
Yeah, I got him.
Nice, good job.
The
Careful of the
Mercy's
res,
off.
careful of the res.
Yeah, so your tanks right now, you should just be like,
quick,
everybody on Genji
Someone
or
healing.
something, you
He's
know?
behind us, he's behind us.
And just call them out.
all their Genji's won.
And then your
May heals.
healers should be able to
Focus that
see
Winston,
all of
focus
their
that
help at a distance.
no.
They should
I'm
call
about to die,
out
I'm
who
about
your
to die.
next target should be.
I think we're gonna have to pull back.
Drop out, drop out.
Alright, do we switch to hit it? No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to Widow.
you're good on Ryan running back. You don't want to
Who
get
wants
in
some ult
that.
charge for the healers.
Wait for your full
Hey.
6.
I got a lot of ult charge for healers. I need a lot of health.
Alright. Just wait, guys. Don't go in yet.
Good call on not going in yet.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna have to make a move here. Don't give it to him for free.
Push in, push in, push in. Oh.
Oh, we fucking gave it to him for free.
Yeah,
Very
now that they
fine.
have it, you guys should just fall back because
Oh,
you're in a
wow.
tough situation right now.
Right, she only got one of us with that.
This
They're
is the
well
time to
healed.
fall back. You should not be going behind them.
I got their Mercy. And their Diva.
Ah, fuck.
I got their Diva as well.
This is that Genji was low.
I need
That
some
was the
healing.
target. That was the target you should have been calling.
Shit, legend.
Shit.
I hit Farah.
Fuck, I missed him.
In this case, you have a Genji and they have a Genji and they have a Pharah.
I got stuck on
Just drop out.
You should probably switch off from Re8 and play Zen because you guys
Drop out,
definitely
Harrison.
need that
let
that
Chris.
transcendence to kind of save you
No,
from
no,
their
Chris. Oh,
Genji
yeah,
over
they changed
their
up. No, they're
barrage.
still missing them, sorry.
Alright, my ult's ready. I'm gonna.
You guys don't really
Fine.
have that, so all you
We need
can
to-
either do is die to it or to run away from it.
Sleep. Oh, there we go.
No salt, no salt.
Oh. Focus this Diva, focus this
I'll
Diva.
get back quick.
Good.
Get that Farah.
Yeah, you should have called that one
That
earlier,
Mercy was
but
fucking pocketing her that whole time.
yeah, wrong
was-
targets. You
I
need to
tried
get the
aim
swishies
Mercy,
first.
She ran behind the fucking.
I got grab.
Healers, if you die, you definitely need to call out that you died.
Oh, yes.
Just say you're down a healer.
What the hell? That. I'm asleep.
Oh, fuck.
Good use of body blocking, Zarya.
As well as we were last
No,
time,
we're not.
Sure.
Look, I don't don't think the May's working as well. I think I should change.
Yes, definitely change
He's
the
out of
May
mech.
app.
He's out of mech. Nice, nice. Good job. Focus on Winston.
Winston.
Nice.
Okay, that was my lucky.
Good job. Good fucking ult.
So you guys call out targets when there's like
Let's move this payload a bit.
2 left, but you don't call targets when there's the entire team is there. It's confusing.
The Mercy's there with the.
I think Genji's going for a flank.
Yeah.
Got Mercy.
So,
got Mercy.
Drop
I
shot.
don't know if you noticed here, but let's see. I'm just gonna call out what their team mistake was here.
Flank.
Yeah.
He's there with the.
I think Genji's going for a flank.
Yeah.
Right here. Their damage orb is attacking. They haven't even pushed up right. So their team is back here. Their damage orb is coming at you guys into a team of 6. What do you think that benefits from? The Moira might get a little bit of ult charge, but ultimately this damage orb is just providing your healers more ult charge than what Moira would be getting. So in a case like this, if you guys are in this situation too, on the enemy side, don't throw an orb, damage orb out. It doesn't benefit anyone but you for a little bit of percentage. If anything, that team, the enemy team, is just getting benefit from it, from ult charge. Just save your damage orbs for killing targets at the end, like with their low health.
The Mercy's there with the.
I think Genji's going for a flank.
Yeah. And
Got Mercy.
Drop shield.
Got
Drop
Mercy.
shield. Drop shield.
So the next target here would have been Ana, because Ana was unprotected.
Genji's coming in behind.
Call the Steva bomb out.
Oh, I got sleep.
Sorry guys, I told you.
We have no trans for that barrage.
I'm
Nice.
trying to back out.
Ah!
And why don't you guys
Bubble.
also start?
He's half. He's half.
The
He's
healers
one.
should probably start learning how to track their ults. You guys don't tab enough on your own team as it is, but if your healers can start tracking ults, you can tell like when barrage is next or when the Genji ult is next, just so you guys can prepare yourselves a little bit better. You guys are giving up a lot of space right here.
You let my guy recharge.
Alright, I've got freeze. Do you guys want me to freeze?
Yeah, he's on the corner. They're all there.
Right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
you should be
let's,
like saying
punish
punish Diva.
They got no res.
Nice.
The Mercy dead.
Mercy dead. Mercy dead.
Good job.
It's just Ana at the back now. Hold on. Fall back.
I
Fall
think
back.
May's
Fall back.
got
Fall
him.
back. Fall back. Fall back. That's their spawn right there.
Let Fred chase you.
Good job calling for May to fall back.
I've got another grab.
I guess not.
They switched off Farah.
Thank God, that was annoying. Got Junkrat, that's better.
So they're waiting for a full regroup, as you can tell.
Hold on.
I think if
This
you
is
guys
actually a
were
huge grab
playing,
right
you
here.
guys might be staggering a little
He
bit.
ate it.
God,
course he
fucking damn.
The Genji's half.
That Winston's half.
Grabs, so let's not be too aggressive.
Damn.
I don't think. So May,
That's Winston
if
on his
May
own,
were
he's
to
ulting.
switch off, I would go Reaper.
Just Winston, he's all
That
just
would
wait.
take down the Winston so much faster.
getting
Winston's getting ult charge like crazy
Yeah,
right
Winston
now.
dead, Winston dead.
It looks like he's been like
Fucking killing it. Whoever's
he's
on there.
been doing
Their Mercy's
ult
low.
like he's
Mercy's
been
half.
pressing his ult like every 5
Deep
to
right
6 minutes.
Ah, damn.
Don't
Genji
that
half?
junk.
Oh, you gotta be
Kill
kidding.
their squishies.
Junk right here. Junk right here on his own.
Because I think you originally went May because of a tracer, but they didn't have a tracer, so it would be good to
Split,
switch
split,
off.
split.
They're up top with me.
Junkrat dead. Junkrat dead. Is she gonna go for res?
Genji got me.
This was the time to stagger them. They had they were distracted there with only their squishies.
Oh no,
Oh god. On your left has.
dead.
The monkeys on me. Monkeys on me.
Oh no.
Make sure you say who you are, not just me.
Inspire.
Or a motorbike trying to start or something. I don't know.
Need heals. Alright, I'm dead.
Yep. Sorry. sorry.
I'm coming up.
Genji
Right?
behind you guys.
No, got another grab.
Genji low.
How low?
He was one.
Help me, help me.
That Junkrat was frozen. Back off
He's
from
low,
him.
he's
Yeah,
low,
he's dead, he's dead.
nice.
Genji
Waste the
down.
blade, waste the blade, waste the blade.
Oh my god. I'm asleep.
Yeah, you guys gotta get used to calling out
Oh, shit, I'm
hero
trapped,
names.
fuck.
Just because your
I know
team
you
is
got another
probably
grab.
pretty tunnel
You wanna use it
vision.
here?
Just
Got
because you
Mercy?
say he's low, it doesn't really say anything for the team.
I'm gonna hold grab, hold and grab. Nice, good ult, good ult, good ult.
Junkrat up top behind you guys.
Yes.
Junkrat behind.
Oh fuck,
He's
I'm
over there now.
Sorry, I couldn't hit him.
It's fine.
Oh, they got a widow.
I've still got grab, I've still got grab. Can I get some heals?
Just try not to peek them, guys. Tell me where they are.
Shields that regenerate.
Tell me where they are.
No shield's gone. Basic 300.
Grab, grab.
Oh.
Drop all, drop all, drop all.
Sorry, guys, I missed it. Fuck.
Yeah, and make sure you call out when you're gonna use your grab, not just throw it in and say it's being used.
Yeah, I'm
Just
dead.
say like I'm gonna use grab now.
Shit.
Oh god, I'm water from you. I can't heal you.
Oh my lord.
That Winston's
He's
one.
low, he's low, he's low.
Winston dead.
Get them heals.
Kill that Mercy, kill that Mercy. Mercy dead, Mercy dead.
Yeah, that was a perfect shot calling right
Just
there.
hold, just hold.
Just hugging Ana, I'm sleeping.
You guys really start shot calling when it comes down to like the time difference
Nice.
too. You guys gotta keep that consistent. That was
Sorry,
really
wall's
good.
my bad.
It's alright.
Nah, it's fine. There's gonna be a couple of them every round.
It's a good hold, guys. From what I can tell, your positioning is good. I think your main issue is just target calling and staggering.
myself a little bit. I thought I was gonna get
Doomfist.
playing.
Like,
Guys are diving
open. We could just go brawl.
the whole map.
Yeah.
You were taking out that Pharah pretty good.
Well, then if we're gonna go brawl, how about he goes window and then I go brick?
There already is a brig in there.
I mean,
This is a good comp right now because you know that Winston's an issue, so I'm glad you guys went Reaper. Still no defensive ult though. I think it's a problem. I wouldn't play Brig because I don't like you don't know what their tanks are gonna be. Last round they played Winston and I don't remember what the other tank was. That's how bad they were doing, but
He's got Ana or Zen.
Brig
Actually, Alicia
isn't gonna
wouldn't
really
bad if
help
we're gonna
there.
be
I would definitely play Zen. You need that defensive ult for Genji and Pharah if they do have it again.
I think I'd rather Zen.
Alright, that
Zen's
works.
good. Zen will help
Then
Widow out.
Hanzo's left side, guys.
We're all very split up here. Fucking hell. We're relying on you to be taking out that.
Nice.
Res.
Let's res, that's fine.
No, shield's almost gone.
You have to drop it in a sec, bro.
So you already know they have a Pharah.
Can you
We
Discord that?
don't have a hit
Pharah?
scan except for
Discord Pharah,
Widow, so
Oh,
Widow, unless you can hit the shots, I would switch to
Discord?
Soldier or McCree.
They're hiding.
I got the Ana, got the Ana. Oh, she got bubbled.
Call out that Ana. You
Nice.
tell your team that she's down on the floor with them.
Farah's targeting me up top. She's not focused.
Oh, fuck.
Too far up.
Keep on payload, keep on payload.
Wait. I think I can get him.
Careful there, bro.
You guys need a call for help.
They switched
Whoever, I
to
can't
Ana
see
from
who it
Brick.
was in front, but they were running really low in health.
No, they
Tell
switched
them to
their
go
Ana
back
Brick.
or just tell the team to help them out.
Fuck.
Now
Farah's off.
you guys, your tanks need to go up and body block for your team. Just trust that your team will heal you.
Split,
Oh,
split,
fuck.
split, split.
That Farah's up above us, above the door, above the door.
I'm gonna get it. I can get it.
Ryan, make sure you,
Give me a second.
I know you're using the cart as a shield. You have a shield of your own, so just make sure you try and make it a goal to push above, like in front of the cart, because if you're playing behind the cart, the opposite team can also use the cart as a shield, and you don't want to give them that benefit.
She's in our spawn.
You should use the cart as
Good push.
like a shield for your team, but you have a shield, so you want to, that'll just be a backup for your team, is that they can still use the cart. You don't want to give the other team that shield.
We just got to get through this choke, because this is a horrible choke to try and get through.
So right here, move in front of the cart.
I got their Hanzo. Got their Hanzo.
Good call, good call.
He's down.
Can't heal you.
Kill that supercharger.
Good job. Now you
got
guys
Messi,
kind of
got Messi, got
rotated
Messi.
in front.
Fire behind us. She's discorded. She's low.
Yeah, fire
Nice.
dead, fire dead. Nice. They got no mercy.
Break that. Arrest the
Good
shit.
job, Ryan.
Headshotter.
Trying.
Split.
Wow, that
was
Hanzo
a
got his
shot,
ult
was a
so
shot.
fast.
It was fucking terrible.
Shield's
So
almost
right
gone.
there, you should have been like,
keep
it
on
looks like
piling.
Zarya's supercharged. She needs to go down
Winston,
first.
Got Farah.
Winston above us. Discorded.
Carefully, slip.
Yeah, he's on me.
I got it.
Pushing payload. Push payload.
That was a good
Yeah,
call,
nice,
telling
nice,
him
that's fucking
that
nice.
you got his back.
Are there any stagger ones? Yeah.
My ult's ready.
Yeah, stagger that fucking Orisa.
Good
Nice.
stagger.
More in there?
No, I don't think so. We killed them all after.
Hanzo up, Hanzo above.
Like, you guys have room right now to push forward. Just train wreck him.
Discord him, but he's not peeking.
Alright.
Stand in front of the cart, guys. Make sure. There
I
you
need
go,
heals
Ryan.
at the back, guys.
I've got whole hog.
Yeah.
I can actually just push them all off here. Keep on payload. Keep on payload. Keep on payload.
Go Hanzo.
Nice. Good job.
Good job, guys.
I thought we see 9 for a moment there. Fuck.
No, we took the win. That's why I whole hog. Map again.
Horizon or an
Yeah, but it did.
like an Orisa Junkrat is amazing as well.
We're up 2-0 at the moment. We got to win one more game.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean you've got
Uh,
1, 2, and
No,
then
you got a match line waiting.
pick?
There we go. Now we can pick.
Hmm?
Okay.
Does that mean you've won 2 and they've
So
won
we're
2?
defending.
It's really good.
So I think
Yeah.
And Moira
What do you
again.
want?
Completely
Vegeta?
useless till they've pushed up is the thing. Are we okay with that?
Well, I mean, if they go right side into that small room, they've just basically fucked themselves.
Yeah, you'll have a field day.
I'm gonna set up in that right room because like that's the best spot for Widow.
What?
Because like I hop on top into the rafters area, and then I can just pick off their mercy or something.
failed that jump three
I did that.
times.
I did that the last game.
Oh, dude, if you can take
This is
that
a good
fucking
comp.
Mercy out, we
You guys are playing Orisa,
pretty much.
Zarya though.
Oh, I can do that.
Just
It's
watch
a problem
out.
of me getting up
I
there, 'cause,
usually
like, it's
prefer
really fucking
Hog and
annoying
Orisa or
nerds.
Ryan and
Well, I mean, you could just
Orisa.
try
Ryan and
Mercy out.
Ryan and
Trust me,
Zarya.
because like the Mercy's like not aware that I'm
This
up
is
there,
good.
so, like she goes slower and doesn't move.
I would like to see
Where is
Hawk
the map, by the way?
I
play
reckon, like, most
Mercy
teams go,
though.
like, right here.
Some
You can set
more.
up your trap like right here.
Where?
Where, it's,
Is that damage boost on
Oh, where's
Junkrat would be very, very helpful right now.
the Zarya one over there.
You see that room, that right
Just in
room
that- in that
is
area.
gonna be
So
like
they'll try to
killer
push
for
through
him.
there. Someone's bound to miss it. They got the junk. They're gonna walk in.
And then Brigade here is not very useful because you're gonna be playing at a distance.
Which side are they going? Where's
You
the-
want to switch to Reed if
Is
they're
Reed
like
top yet?
gonna be playing close quarters. So unless their team is like pushed up all the way to the right
There's someone in
and
this left
into the
here.
room and through, then that's where Brigade is good at. Try expanding to other heroes.
How much damage are you poking out?
Fuckload.
Left side and the Winston.
Diva's gone through.
Thank you.
That David's nearly dead.
David's here.
You just kind of lost your positioning here. So Brigade's in trouble.
Mano,
Use yourself as a body block.
Oh, Vegeta.
dead.
Fall onto sight, guys.
I got picked.
You guys basically lost this because you lost that high ground positioning.
I'm dead.
This is where you evaluate something
can
wasn't
possibly
working.
fire
You
it,
guys
feel
need to
free, try.
evaluate
Yeah, if you could.
what switches to make.
Yeah, okay. Now,
Genji would
There's
definitely. I
6
think
on
that
point,
Genji
dude.
has to switch out at this point.
Do you
With
wanna
their
go
with their
Reaper
dive
to get
comp,
rid of that fucking-
it's not gonna help
Me?
the
Go
team
Reaper?
very
Yeah,
much.
okay.
Yeah, I can get rid of the Willow.
Alright, I'll
I
go back
can
to
keep
base.
the Willow off you.
Oh, I see. He switched to Genji
Oh,
to
fuck.
get the Widow, but
Okay. Spaced out. Sorry, guys.
that's
Yeah, wait,
probably
push
not
that.
too helpful when they have a Winston.
Just try not to like peek the left
Honestly.
side. Go right side. Go right side, dude.
She's out of.
Yeah, again, your tanks are going for the wrong targets first. You guys
Focus
gotta
on
make
mid-
sure you get the
Winston's right,
squishies
Winston's right.
first. Once the squishies go first, like the healers, the tanks will go down like
They're gonna
easy.
baby Diva on side as well.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Call for that Diva out of Mac. She's the only one who needs to be targeted right now
It's so
out
low.
of
Who's
those
that low
three.
in the back? Junkrat low. Oh fuck. I got the junk.
No, we got.
I got picked. Someone touch.
If Widow is a problem and you can't play Genji, go Winston. It would be fine to go, like in this case, Winston and another main tank with a
Can we get
shield.
him, May?
Yeah, I can switch to main.
He's low, really low.
Yeah, I got him.
Because your entire goal, really, if they have a Widow, is not to kill her. It's just to distract her. Then she becomes useless for the team.
That's their fucking Shadow Master, fucking Grandmaster player.
Who's in the Winston?
Yep.
Tell me when Widow's up top and I'll pick her.
Yeah, Diva's a good switch for that actually. Instead of the
Oh
Winston.
man, just
Shield's gone.
drop
You
to the side.
just
don't
you
use
just
shield like
want
that.
to distract her. And I don't know that May was a good switch here. I can't tell.
Widow.
You guys aren't pressing tab enough, so I
David's
can't
frozen,
tell
what?
who your other hero is.
Nice,
Oh
nice,
yeah, it's
nice,
still
nice.
Genji.
You actually
I
saved
would
that.
just
Good
stick
job.
with Reaper, honestly.
I thought that was ours. Fuck. Lol.
Did you walk into it? Fuck me.
No, I just stood there.
Oh my god.
Or just have Genji switch to Reaper and
I'm
you
not gonna
can
wait for
still
help
keep
back.
the Mei for defense.
Good work, good work.
That was so stupid.
Ryan, you
Holy-
fucking legend, you just saved us from that. That and the May wall.
It wouldn't be too bad
Yeah, that
either
was actually
for
really good.
Brigitte to go Lucio. I know
Get out of the
a
way.
lot of people on
Like we actually would have
in
got
this tier don't like going Lucio, but Lucio is
say it
amazing
was, because it's really good.
for getting people off point and installing things.
Oh, they're gonna fire up.
That's where Diva should have flown up to help the Genji up here just to like defense matrix.
Oh, I got picked down. And I'm asleep. Oh, no, it's done.
No target calling here, you guys.
The stun locks.
Call that Pharah or that Mercy right now. That Pharah is probably the problem.
Fire low, fire low. Where'd you go?
Alright, I'm coming back.
Drop that wall. That if you're gonna do that, use your Diva ult. Make sure you tell your Mei to drop that
Don't
wall.
kill him, don't kill him!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know we were staggering.
That's okay.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take you after.
We're pretty far forward.
Yeah, come back, guys.
Yeah, fall back.
This is where that Discord would come really in handy for that
That is a
for that
huge
Pharah.
stagger, guys. That's huge.
Oh, Genji.
Oh, Farah, over the
Oh,
top.
I got flicked.
Whacked her once.
She's scared.
Should be.
Oh.
I've got ulti.
Fire's up. And shield's gone.
I'm trying
You
to
guys
hold
again don't
full
have a
defense
hit
matrix
scan.
just in case I reason for ult.
Hey, one shot, May, one shot.
You guys,
Nice.
your team needs to. I know you guys are winning right now, and you guys are gonna win this, but it would be really helpful for your team to make switches immediately. It just makes it so your rounds are shorter. Even if you're doing good right now,
Can we try and
it'll
take care
just
of
be
that Mercy by any
easier
chance?
on your team to make those
David's
comp
low.
switches.
That's not ours. Back out.
Try it.
Wait, I was hiding behind the pole that time.
Yeah, that was
Fuck
weird.
me. At least this time I didn't stand there. I'm gonna get
So
my
right
ult,
here-
and then I'm gonna switch to Widow.
Let me back it up a little bit, just to give you an example of what I was talking about. If you played Lucio.
That's not ours. Back out.
Try it.
Wait, I was hiding behind the pole that time.
Yeah, that was
Fuck
weird.
me. At least this time I didn't stand there.
So right here, their team is right here. If you played Lucio, you wall ride right around the pillar, you can boop them off. And then that way, they have to walk back all the way around, right? Or they have to walk around. It saves like the team so much time if you just made some comp switches immediately. Instead, you guys are walling them up, right? And that just saves a little bit of time, but that doesn't give your team to recoup. You switch to Lucio, you boop them off, they're gonna be staggered. This D.Va's probably gonna fly back up, and their entire team is down here. That gives you so much time to like pick your targets.
I'm gonna get my ult, and then I'm gonna switch to Widow.
Nice. She'll be out of mech. She'll be out of mech.
Actually close enough.
I got another mech.
So instead of going Widow,
I've nearly got a
I'd probably do
self-destruct.
McCree or Soldier
Pharah's low.
for the spare.
She's half.
Because right now they keep getting really close. I don't know if Widow, unless
get
you're
that
like an
Mercy, get that
amazing
Mercy.
Widow, then you can get those.
No,
you
jump
don't
roll,
have a
jump roll!
distance. Oh, see, Nick, call for that ball down.
Take a ward off from us.
1 minute 50.
Don't overextend too much.
Good call, not
Still got 2
overextending.
more pushes in him.
Yeah, it's not worth it, guys.
Let's not give him a single tick.
No. It's gonna be fucking hard for us to take.
They're going right side.
They've only just switched to that Zarya, right?
And they only switched to it.
Okay, cool.
Fucking wrong
What
one.
are they?
God
What
damn
are
it.
they running? Let me see
Wrong
here.
one.
Okay, cool.
Fucking.
Okay.
Only
So they're running two. That's their mistake too. Here they're running 2 off tanks and a Brigitte. Like this D.Va or this Zarya needs to switch out. And with this comp, either of them needs to switch out. So I think your guys' comp is a lot better than their comp right now. Especially when their Mercy is not even really focused on these guys, right? She's been pocketing this person this whole time, which is lost. They're relying on Brigitte really to heal them. And I don't know why they're playing Mei. I think they're just frustrated with Snakeboy playing Mei.
They've only just switched to that Zarya, right?
and they only switched to it.
Okay, cool.
Fucking wrong one.
Their team is starting to panic.
Get ready for a brawl on the right side.
Oh fuck, babe.
Back out if you can, back out if you can.
I can't, I'm frozen.
This is alright, so Ryan is frozen. And I know, D.Va, you don't want to be frozen, but at this point, you have to fly in and just body block for Ryan. You trust that your healers can reach you, just play, like, right here instead of in there. It'll be fine. Like, worst case scenario is you lose your mech or whatever, but I don't think that would happen. You guys your healers are both outside of the blizzard. Just right now, like, your Ryan just died because nobody was protecting him.
It's alright, it didn't really work out for them.
Far low, far low.
Fire low.
They have a brig and a
Oh, the whole team's here.
brutal.
No, stop attacking the one that has a
Chloe
bubble.
behind you.
Oh my god.
Digger?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad.
So, one of those healers, preferably
Throwing a contest.
Big
I'm frozen.
Brigitte, oh my gosh,
Sorry, I can't
needs to
do it.
switch to
Good
Lucio
ult.
just to stall
Like,
because
beat him all
they're doing
We
a
need
pretty
help
good
out
job
there.
keeping on point. It just helps the team get there faster.
I need help, I'm gonna get frozen.
Sorry, use this ult. No, keep stalling, keep stalling, keep stalling.
Fly in there, man. Your target needs to be Pharah. That Pharah just killed the entire team.
I'll have a shadow in
Don't go for the D.Va. That doesn't help your team at all.
I'm dead.
There are much
I'm
larger
really close to
targets,
self-destruct if you guys
like
can keep
not
holding.
physically, but larger threats on the team than the D.Va.
They got me.
Keep holding, I'm gonna come straight out and ult.
Oh god.
You guys really need to learn to switch your heroes off just for stalls.
Okay, man, I got you. No.
So maybe you guys weren't concerned with like five versus like the 1 earlier. I
need to be
would
dealing
be
with that Mei.
panicking. I would be switching. Like if I was a tank, I'd switch to D.Va's fine because it gets there faster, but I'd switch to like Winston or anything to get on point faster. Because right, look how slow your Ryan is walking.
That's fine. We got
At least
You
we
should
did.
have switched to Lucio, Winston, like even like Tracer,
So we did
anything to get there faster. That Lucio would have helped that team move a lot faster.
The Mei's strong.
Should I go? Did to go Tracer.
Go.
I don't mind going.
And then Hazard.
Do you know what? I might go the Hog.
Well,
And then it's Diva, yeah? Is it Diva? Or is it Hog?
No, sorry. I think it's Diva.
where
Alright.
am I gonna sleep?
Do you want to go Diva or do you want me to?
Oh,
Can you play Lucio, Ruggy?
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, sweet.
Tara might not want to win, but
So with this kind of comp, I think that we should just go right up to top side and then just drop down on the point. What do you think?
Sounds good.
yeah, I agree. But we gotta make sure we actually go through. Half of us always
We're
end
gonna
up
make sure
staggering.
we all group up and go through. So like, healers are not waiting. Healers go through first, and then
Yeah, I'll hold up my shield just to make sure everyone goes through.
Because a lot of times is the healers are just like hanging out at the back for some reason.
I'm
You
just
guys
playing
go straight
ghosts.
through before us.
What is this?
So
Yep.
it goes
Yeah, you guys are playing goats. It's a good comp.
you guys go straight through before us.
Alright, Zari,
So
you're
it's
running
Reinhardt,
all
then
golds.
healers, and then we protect healers.
I don't
Don't
know
stop,
what
just
that
get up there.
tells you, but your
Just wait.
DPS needs to pick up the
Okay,
slack
go,
a little bit.
Push right. Push right, push
I
right.
think if you
Everyone,
guys
go,
had
go,
just
go, go,
if
go,
your
go.
your
Top,
DPS had just
Winston's
switched out
right there.
to like
Keep
the
going, keep
Reaper or
going, guys, keep
something,
going.
then
Shit,
Zarya wouldn't be like
You are
carrying the
way
team
too
right now.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys
So
already
that's
lost
right in.
someone. Just make sure you tell the team that you're running 5 versus 6 right now. You guys need to call out those
I got the
targets.
Widow pressured.
That,
Mercy's low.
Mercy's low.
Yeah,
Mercy's low.
that's good. Call it out. This is a hard reset. You either die immediately or just run back.
5v6, we're 5v6. We gotta
So don't even bother
5v6.
bubbling
Yeah,
yourself. Just
I'm back. I'm back.
No, no.
die.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Everybody needs to run back to spawn. I don't know who this person is, but they need to run. They need to run back.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was 5v6. That was way too much for with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I think I'm just
Exactly.
gonna go Widow.
I thought we were all just going straight in, so.
I'm gonna go Widow.
Yeah, but as a team, we gotta stay grouped.
You guys push in.
All right, let's go. Same thing.
Widow.
Straight up right. Straight up right. Up to the right. Up to the right. It's gonna make them get off this
I'm
one.
gonna-
Alright, looks like Winston just went back for somebody in the back here. Somebody needed to call that out.
You guys fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back.
Like nobody.
Monkey
Who was
behind,
that?
Monkey behind.
All right, let's go. All the way up the top. All the way up the top.
That was
We're
Widow.
still we're 5v6 at the moment.
Yeah,
No,
Widow.
no,
You
you guys
probably
got
need to
this.
switch, just because that Winston's gonna be on you. Again, nobody's
So I'm
playing
coming back
Reaper.
from
Why?
spawn
I
now.
don't know why.
I'm coming back now.
All right.
The Winston's just spawn camping me. It's 5v5.
It's fine.
Okay, let's-
Yeah,
let's
that's
go.
the case,
Let's
then
go.
you need to switch
Can we
to
go straight
something
on that
else.
Mercy? Straight on that Mercy. Get straight on this Mercy, guys.
I cancelled the run charge. Cancel run ult.
Fuck.
The
Nice,
monkey's
nice, nice.
behind
Mercy
us.
dead. Mercy dead. Mercy dead.
Keep going, guys. The monkey's back. Monkey's back behind
Yeah,
you guys
if
now.
Monkey is spawn
Keep going,
camping
keep
you,
going.
then just switch to Tracer. There's
They're
nothing he can
legit just
do.
targeting me.
I
You
mean,
guys are fine.
you want to get
Get
there
this monkey,
before
get this
he
monkey.
gets
Okay.
back to his team.
First run, first
Is the
run.
Widow still up top? Widow's
Ryan's
still
dead.
up top?
Ryan's dead. It's just Monkey. Yeah.
I got picked by Widow. Someone's gonna have to go. Oh no, no one can go up top.
I
Can
got
they?
grab. I got grab.
I could.
Because she doesn't get headshots.
Be
it's
careful
fine.
this Widow.
Stop this
Just
fucking
boost
Monkey.
Play
Then
play
everyone
the
can get
walls
him.
in the
There's an
corners
honor
real
up here.
tight for this
Honor up
Widow.
on first position.
This Ana needs to be staggered.
She's half.
Is Widow still
You
up
guys
top?
are just letting
Right, we
you
got
guys are
point.
just letting the healers stay alive longer than what they should be.
Nice job, guys. Nice.
There's a Mercy. Oh.
Well, both their healers are dead.
You guys are
Except
making
for
great
Mercy.
time though.
We should push in. They went May. They went
Yeah,
May.
with their healers both down, you guys really need to push in like before they spawn in.
Go, 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 go.
Oh,
Nice,
Oh,
nice,
frozen.
nice.
Good job.
This is
Good
like
job. Good
bowling
job.
ball.
Good job. Get on point. Get on point. There's a May on point.
Bye,
Nice. Good boot.
May.
Good boot. Good boot.
oh no, she's back.
Oh,
Where's
that
the
was
Widow?
Master.
Doomfist on point. Doomfist
So
on point.
they're switching. It's interesting. They're switching to heroes that will get to the point
Doomfist dead,
faster.
Doomfist dead.
That's probably what you guys needed to do
Yeah.
too.
Help out this one. Help out this
Is
one.
Ryan?
Because Brigitte's rally is not helping anyone except for
I
herself.
need healing.
He's low. He's low.
Ryan's dead. Ryan's
low.
dead. Just Brigader. Just Brigader.
On the shield.
Brig.
I'm frozen.
Nice hammer on right.
What a
Kill that Mercy, kill that
cluster.
Mercy up above. Mercy dead, Mercy
Mercy
dead.
low, nice.
You guys are doing great.
Honor on site.
Honor on point behind.
Nice.
Got her.
That's it, that's it.
Yeah, it's just Ryan, we got it. Got it with 4 minutes, boys.
Damn.
Good
Brawlers.
fucking job.
Point. So you want to try goats again, or?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this time.
Yeah.
Because it's technically a tie at the moment, we need to get 1 point.
Actually, Wrecking Ball would work well with goats, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Replacing who? Diva? I don't know. Diva's in goats because she can suck up damage.
And
So
she
you
can
can
also knock
wreck
people.
But he can direct
30 limbs.
damage towards them.
This is
Okay,
good as
maybe
long as your
try-
Hammond just retreats.
Because, like, they're gonna have to focus, be like,
The Hammond
If
is
I'm
going to be
doing stuff,
playing
they
like the
will focus
distraction
me, but
for this team at this point. He's going to be the annoying one for the other team.
We only get
Oh
to
no,
attack.
they got
don't get to-
overtime, so we only have to get 1 tick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one tick.
We technically haven't lost this game. If it draws, we have to do a control map. I think it's
technically we just have to get a team wipe.
There's no way you guys are going to draw.
Yeah, well,
That's
true.
literally all we need to outroll. them.
Maybe.
Okay, save Zarya ult and just combo with Wrecking Ball. Boom.
Can we just do?
Just save all our ults and then just fucking.
Yeah. We'll just build up ults and then just all fucking ult.
That's literally
Wait
all
for
it
them
is.
to
1
ult.
team fight.
Wait for them to ult.
Alright. We're gonna go right again up top.
Don't get too
Yeah.
confident, we still gotta win. Where are they?
No.
They're all up there.
Holding on point.
They
Good
got
job on
a
the Wrecking Ball.
Bastion. They got a Bastion up top.
We're going up top.
Bastion up top. Bastion up top.
We need to take out that Mercy again. They got this dude back on the Tracer.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Where are you? Where are you?
Trace behind.
On
Boom.
point, on point, on point.
Damn it, I missed the
I'm
bastion.
gonna go far. I'm gonna go far.
Kill this Bastion, kill this Bastion. Fuck
Hey.
it, kill the Mercy.
Yeah, you guys got good call on switching it to Mercy. That Mercy's the one that's keeping the Bastion up.
Reinhardt killed me. How?
Oh,
Mercy
call
low.
out for the Mercy.
Nice, nice, nice.
Where the fuck's the
Fuck,
Mercy?
got
Bastion's
healed.
still up top.
We'll probably clean up their slips.
She's so
Fuck,
low.
Bastion.
I need help on point.
You guys are down half the team. It's time to retreat.
Dead, good
You have
job,
3 minutes, so you have time. Just, it's not worth it.
Good job. Alright.
Let's keep
Barracks
going, keep
play
going.
now.
They got the ball.
Hang
Remember,
on, just push him, push
we're
him,
just
push him.
building ults, building ults.
I'm not pushing in.
Can we get a Mercy?
So, maybe like a hog would be good. To pull the Bastion.
The
We
Lucio.
could use Junk as well.
So me. Okay, bye.
I would switch Lucio out
Lucio ult.
with Zen. And then Moira's fine. Moira or Mercy,
We're gonna wait for Mercy.
Mercy
That
here,
was
Mercy
good.
here.
Yeah, okay.
if they were playing fair, then maybe, yeah, maybe have Mercy.
I'm gonna mow down.
Are you
Ariel.
running?
I heard a Winston
Oh,
jump.
you're
He's
running
up above us,
Mercy
up above us.
Moira.
We can get a pick up.
If you're running
They just-
Moira
they
and
ulted, they
Mercy, in this comp with 2 minutes left, Mercy would just stick with Pharah, and then Moira would just stick with the ground tanks. It'll probably it'll essentially be so much healing for the team, anyways. Pharah and Mercy, you just play like the walls in the corners, just to
I can't-
deflect so that Bastion can't get you. Right now, it's a hard reset with
That doesn't
three
even hit him.
three down.
Jesus.
Let's go
Just
left.
fall back. Just fall back.
Wait, guys. This is so simple. Just push through mid, push through left, jump down, turn left, and then go directly behind them, because that's where Bastion's set up.
They're gonna try and stagger me.
I've nearly got a grav.
I can't help you.
Ryan, why don't you have
Yeah.
ult?
Pardon?
Why don't you
You
have
just
ult?
used it before.
Because I used it trying to stop the monkey.
Oh, okay.
Alright, just push left, guys. Push through here. Push through here, guys.
We need to go.
Oh, full.
We've only got a couple pushes left.
But you
Wait,
guys need to
where's
go
your run?
around. So up.
You guys gotta
so
wait
need
for
to
your
go around
run.
This side.
By the
Your
time I
run needs
get,
to be in front.
Yeah.
you'll get a Pharah ult pretty quickly, eh? We can combo that.
I've already got my ult pretty much.
So your run is still not with you guys. There you go.
I've got
Got
all.
soldier?
Alright, let's go, let's go.
That's a pick, that's a pick.
Yeah. After that
Let's get out
pick,
of
you
position, let's get out of
cannot
position.
let Mercy res that.
Advantage.
Just keep her distracted.
Farah, have you got ult?
I need,
Oh,
I
wow.
need heals. Mercy.
See, Zarya, you need to call
I got
out
your run,
that
I got your run.
call out that Ana that you're trying to kill, or you just gotta go with your
That's
team
it.
and try and kill the rest of them. This is a win right here.
I got him off point. I got him off point.
Now push
GG,
forward.
boys.
Good job, guys.
3-0.
That was it, right?
Boy.
Let's see.
I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah, it looks like that was it.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, so it looks like your main issues are you guys don't switch comps fast enough. You don't evaluate the enemy team and who their carry is fast enough to make switches. Especially you want to make switches early on in the game. You have time to waste, so make those switches once you guys die. You guys lose team fights really early, so it's like kind of a blessing in disguise for you to make those switches if you can just do it. I would rely heavy on the healers to kind of call that out, since they have the overview view of the team and the game fights. Tanks do not engage the other tanks. You guys are very, very focused on the other tanks just because they're the largest targets on the screen. Look out for the squishies, call them out, have the team, make sure your team all goes for it. Your entire team needs to work on target calling. Identify who needs to be doing that. The initial fights, the tanks need to start doing that, and then naturally the healers would start calling them out because they have the overview. Your tanks just need to work on following through with what the healers are calling out. Call for peels that your healers need to call out if somebody's on them, and not just say, this person's on me, me. Like, that's not helpful. Just say, Winston is on your mercy, I'm in the back, and that would take care of that. It helps your team, eliminates like confusion on where you are and who you are for the team to fall back to. We'll be assigning assignments shortly, but thanks for this video.